Hi there, welcome to today. My name is Lynn Hoerauf. This is Relational Effectiveness, where we talk about ways to make our relationships more effective through communication, understanding each other. And right now we're doing all things DISC. We'll be wrapping it up soon, and this particular session is about stress for the high C, the conscientiousness category on the DISC. I'd like to thank the Strategic Advisor Board for sponsoring this video today, and let's get started. So for the high C, in the materials I shared earlier, I called this one precision. They want to do things right and are very accurate. They take their time to be deliberate in their thinking and looking through things very clearly because they don't want to be wrong about the situation and they want things to be accurate, precise. And so under stress, this can be a little overwhelming. It's not something you necessarily can control. There are maybe varying factors that are coming at a person in this situation. But what I can say is that the high C may need time and to withdraw, to think, to process. This person will need to give themselves some space in order to understand what they feel about it. One of the hard parts about this, though, is a high C can sometimes want more time and more time and more time in order to continue to analyze the data, to gather more information, to make sure it's the right choice. And so if this is an area that you find yourself getting stuck in as a high C, you may need to give yourself a deadline so that you've looked through it and you have ideas and you're going to make your decision now, trusting that as we make decisions, things unfold and we gather more information. We can continue to adjust as we go along. It helps the high C if you give them ideas when you're making this decision or if you're under this stress. Giving them options can be a way to help them to think this through in a different way as well. Because what can happen is they can see that there's so many options. So it seems counterintuitive to say, then why would you give more options? I guess what I mean by that is helping them to hone in on some ideas that you want. But let's say you're high C and you don't have, it's your stressful situation. You're not in it with anyone necessarily. You will probably need time to think through how you want to proceed in this situation. To help avoid some of the stress that can happen in life, if you're a manager or something's coming up and there's going to be a change, if you can give the high C reasons for the change, maybe some background information so they know that you're not making a flippant decision, this has been thought through, there's reasons behind it, that can help their stress level to go down and to help them make the adjustment of the change. They'd prefer in some ways to not have a change, that things work the way they work and it works out. So, you don't necessarily need to have something change, but as we know, that's not necessarily the case. So if you can give your reasons and some of the background information, that can help us see to relax more into the changes that are coming up. Also offering reassurances that this is going to work out, that just different reassurances can give them more of a security in making some of these changes. So for the parts of it that I really relate to in the high C is that I can get sometimes caught in a detail. Maybe it just needs to be very precise. And that close contact, that close vision on something can give us like a distorted picture of the situation. And we may need to just step back and look at it from a bigger picture perspective. So that we can get off from those details sometimes that are getting us caught or get caught into that particular section of it. Or another way to do it is to have other eyes on it so that you can get another perspective, so you're not just seeing it from your own perspective. Now, I know part of the problem that can happen with C's is this desire to withdraw when it's stressful, that sometimes they can feel like they could even just become a hermit, that they wouldn't need to even have other contact with other people for a while. And so for the high C, I would just encourage you to help yourself to come out of that. So what can happen in stress is or to be relieving stress anyway, is from interactions with others. It can help kind of gain some traction to get out of that mode where it can feel real heavy. People being around you, maybe there's a joke or something that happens where it can lighten it up a little and give a new refreshing breath of life into the situation, and then not feel so heavy and so downtrodden. So if you have any ideas, maybe you're a high C or you work with a high C and you've found ways that you can help other people in the stressful situation, please make a comment down here. And thanks for showing up. Tomorrow we're going to talk about intuition and how that is looked at in different aspects. Some people see it. So I'll just get into it more tomorrow. I'll just leave it at that. You have a great day, and I'll talk to you later.